Hello, my little cheeky monkeys. Tonight, I have a story for you. A story about a boy who made a very silly decision that turned out to be the best decision of his life. A story about an enormous, terrifying giant. And a story about what happens when you are just brave enough to climb a little bit higher. Tonight's magic words are brave, giant, and magic. Listen carefully. Can you hear them? Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jack. He lived with his mother in a small cottage at the edge of a village. They were very poor, so poor that one sad morning his mother said, "Jack, we have no money left. You must take our cow to the market and sell her." Jack loved that cow, but he nodded, took her by the rope, and set off down the road. He had not gone very far when he met a strange old man. "Where are you going with that fine cow?" said the man. "To market," said Jack, "to sell her." The old man smiled a slow, curious smile. He reached into his pocket and pulled out 5 small beans. "I will give you these," he said, "for your cow. They are magic beans. Plant them tonight and see what happens." Now, most people would have said no. Most people would have walked on by. But Jack was curious. And curiosity, as you may know, is a very powerful thing. He took the beans. He gave the man the cow, and he went home. His mother was not happy. "Beans?" she cried. "You sold our cow for beans?" She threw them straight out of the window, and she sent Jack to bed with no supper. But that night, while Jack slept, something happened. The beans hit the soil, and they grew, and they grew, and they grew. By morning, a great beanstalk had burst up through the ground, thick and green and twisting, disappearing up, up, up into the clouds above. Jack stood at the bottom and looked up. He could not see the top. Any sensible person would have stayed on the ground. But Jack was brave. He grabbed the stalk and he began to climb. Up and up he went through the cold white clouds until at last he pulled himself on a road he had never seen before. A road that led to an enormous castle. He knocked on the door. It opened, and there stood a woman as tall as a tree. "Please," said Jack, "could I have something to eat? I am very hungry." The woman looked at him for a long moment and then whispered, "You must go. My husband is a giant. He eats boys like you for breakfast." But before Jack could run, the ground began to shake. Thump, thump, thump. The woman hid Jack in the oven, and not a moment too soon. The door burst open, In came the giant. He was enormous. He was terrible. He sniffed the air with his great nose and bellowed, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." "Nonsense, dear," said his wife. "You smell your supper. Sit down." The giant sat. He ate, and then he called for his treasures. First, he brought out a hen, a small, ordinary-looking hen. But when he said, "Lay," she laid a golden egg. Then the giant yawned, put his head on his table, and fell fast asleep. His snores shook the walls. Jack crept out of the oven. He grabbed the hen and he ran. Back down the beanstalk he climbed, fast as the wind. He burst through the clouds, slid down to the ground, and ran to his mother. "Look," he said, and the hen laid a golden egg. "Right there in the kitchen." They were poor no more. But Jack was curious, and curiosity, as you know, is a very powerful thing. He climbed the beanstalk a second time, and a third. On his third visit, he crept past the giant's wife and hid before the giant came home. "Fee, fi, fo, fum," roared the giant. But his wife told him he was imagining things. The giant sat down, and this time he brought out a golden harp, a beautiful harp. And when he said, "Play," it played soft, sweet music all by itself, and the giant was asleep in minutes. Jack darted out. He grabbed the harp. He ran. But the harp cried out, "Master, master!" The giant woke with a roar. Thump, thump, thump. Jack ran faster than he had ever run in his life. He reached the beanstalk and threw himself onto it, sliding and scrambling downward as the whole stalk shook beneath the giant's weight. "Mother!" Jack shouted. "Bring an axe!" His feet hit the ground. He grabbed the axe and he swung. Once, twice, 3 times. With an enormous crack, the beanstalk fell. The giant fell with it, and he was never seen again. Jack and his mother kept the golden hen and the magic harp, and they lived warmly, happily, and with beautiful music for the rest of their days. And that, my little cheeky monkeys, is the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Did you hear our magic words tonight? Brave? Jack was brave enough to climb when everyone else would have stayed on the ground. Giant, big and loud and frightening, but in the end, not quite fast enough. Magic. The beans, the hen, the harp, a little bit of magic can change everything. Sleep now, sweet dreams, and I will see you next time on The Moonlighter.